those will be very, very nice to have, even though you may be having your daily routines on running, jogging, whatever. Keep an eye out for those mystery boxes during the Easter event, and probably don't want to miss out on those too. And are there any other upcoming events other than just NFT NYC, Easter? Are there anything else that will be planned ahead for STEPN specifically?
I think we can leave that for the next town hall. It's under 15 days, so we want to pace things out. Otherwise, we have nothing to talk about in the next town hall.
For sure. All right, that sounds great. So keep an eye out on our town halls, regular updates. There will be a lot of stuff coming soon. Obviously, we got Jerry, Yawn, and the whole STEPN team working on a lot of stuff during this time as well. So definitely keep an eye out on every development update and also some new features. So talking about features, I believe there's also some previous talks about badges and achievements. So is there anything that we could sort of leak or talk about it?
I think we've been covering this for quite extensively. So we're definitely gonna get it rolled out in April, and also we sort of held back a little bit on what we can do with achievement. For example, like we only roll out a handful of achievement ideas we have. So we're gonna roll out a fourth season. I would like to call it season achievement, and then we're gonna see that how people progress, and then we're gonna release the next season. So it will be at least several seasons of achievement that we will gradually roll out. And as we progress with additional sort of features or in-app activities, for example, that we can also adding additional achievement as well. So down the track, it's also going to be related to the event. So for the significant event we hold, we're also going to get achievement involved. So that is sort of where we want this achievement system to be. So it's going to be one, more of an evolving system, and two, I think will be additional sort of reward system built in for the achievement. So I think once we roll out the achievement, we actually will enter the next phase of it, because the way that people could get involved will actually expand. So it will be a pretty big system we're rolling out. It's almost like when we're rolling out the mystery box system. So it will stay and play a pretty significant role in the future gameplay.
Huge. Great to hear that. So are we starting on like season 1 in some way, or are we starting like midway?
We will roll out the first batch of achievement, and I mean, calling the season will be like a convenient way for people to understand that this is not the end of the achievement system, but we just roll out the first batch, because actually, so I wrote like over 100 of achievement, but we're probably gonna pick some of them. We wrote it first.
Hundreds.
Not overwhelm people as well. Yeah.
Damn, hundreds of achievements. That's a lot to achieve. So just to make it clear, people who have achieved it previously will also get these achievements and badges on the implementation.
Yeah.
So
many of them will be retrospect.
Yeah. So get those quote unquote achievements starting working. So maybe let's say I think we didn't release anything about it, but definitely something to keep in mind if you want to pick up STEPN again. If you haven't been using your app, playing the game as much, make sure you touch on to a lot of these features that's currently in the app or in the game. to start accumulating these achievements, because definitely a lot that's coming soon, even though some are not released yet. So
yeah, so
all STEPN users, players, yeah.
Sorry. We actually spend quite a bit of time just go back and forth on the badge designs and on the data side. So we did once, and when we did a test rollout, it's a bit of mediocre. So we go back and design a better one. So now we are just wrapping up on the better one.
So how are these badges going to show? Is it going to be shown in the game? How do people sort of show off?
Yes. So this is the thing that when you share the result page, you can choose which badge to display. And not only with the badge, for particular difficult achievement, that we're also going to get a title.
Ooh, so title, badges, and achievements. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
then with achievement point as well.
Oh.
Nice, you're all going to be showing the
results.
The result page. Yes.
Nice. Awesome. And I know some people are also asking about this, but will these badges or any sort of achievements give gameplay advantages?
It in a very, I think in a relatively
ways.
A good way, right? So
okay.
I think the achievement will open up another sort of hallway almost for additional sort of gain in the end. So that is something that we are now exploring. So so we're gonna roll out achievement and let's see.
Yeah, so all the perfectionists, collectors, get your hands ready on this end game content for these badges and achievements, because there's a ton that's gonna come soon, and you'll probably want to collect all of them. And since we're talking about the game, I also know that there has been a recent sort of action that was done where a lot of accounts that were cheating were also banned. So how did STEPN sort of take care of that? Because within a game, it's super important to make sure everyone is playing fair and square. Obviously, anyone with special advantages will ruin the whole game experience. So how did we come across the cheating, and how did we take care of it?
Okay. Also, I think Jerry will be also chiming in this, but we've been upgrading on our SMAC system from time to time. Currently is on the version 4, and we picked up. This is the difficult thing. In the beginning, we sort of did it too tight, and some people got mistaken as a bot, right? So, and then we have to really not interfere the normal sort of in-app experience. But we did pick up noise from time to time, and then we discovered that there was people did have a sort of a lucrative way to get GST or GMT without even going off network. So, and we basically identified over about 200 people are cheating in this manner, and we make sure that they're absolutely cheating. So we take some time to actually carefully see our perimeter that is not going to mistaken normal users with the people that cheating. So once we are confirmed, then we ban their account. And we come up with something that I think interesting, that we're going to handle the frozen asset, right? So I think it would be actually a it actually would be a good comeback of a short-term filter pool. So Jerry, you want to explain?
Okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about this topic. It's actually, cheating is happening all the time, and people are doing in different ways. Someone using the very simple way, just maybe shaking more than one phone, but someone is using the AI technology to game our system. And last week it was a week ago, we banned over 100 accounts, and we had some discussion internally, and I also chat with some of our users, and they gave me lots of suggestions, and now we decide to announce that for those banned accounts, they must pay something to get their account back to normal again. Say around half value of their assets, their loss, and those funds we're gonna use to reward our loyal users. More details will be released later on. Just keep an eye on our announcement channel.
Awesome. So basically, we're banning everyone who's cheating, and if you are cheating, you're also funding the ecosystem because you're giving everyone some rewards back. So, y'all can try. Y'all can try.
Yeah,
it won't work out.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great to hear.
Yeah. I think
this will be the proper definition of short-term trader, actually.
Yeah, it's a good. I think. This is a suggestion from the community, and we accepted. We must use those funds we collect from the traders and get return them back to our loyal users. So
nice.
So welcome joining us again, and just contribute more to the ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be the biggest contributors soon. Actual whales who's trying to cheat. Okay, awesome. And just gonna follow up on a few questions sort of that's come from the live chat as well. Some were also picked up from before we started the stage as well. So I wanted to ask about some potential quality of life improvements for the STEPN app or the marketplace. So some people suggested there could be extra notifications, perhaps bidding feature on like the STEPN marketplace, and let's say there's like showing the durability after each run. So tons of these quality of life features. And are there going to be any short-term or any long-term quality of life improvements for STEPN?
Actually, we will include several in our roadmap. So we will aim to get a release early April. And we actually, we do have a pretty lengthy backlog, and we're actually gonna get some ancient recommendation roll out first. And then we're gonna look after the new sort of recommendation.
Gotcha. Yeah. So basically, quality of life improvements will come. It's just that we got to go through everything that was requested first, and then we'll go through some of the newer ones. Gotcha. That's great. And for any news on marathon mode, so that seems pretty exciting for a lot of people.
Yes. This is the part that I'm still, I'm just barely finalizing on the achievement system. And for the marathon, what I think is that we will leave it to the mid to late stage of this year, because there will be several of pretty exciting updates in between. So I think achievement will be significant for the Q1, Q2 of the year, and that gives us another good 3 months to get a proper marathon mode design.
For sure. Yeah.
But once people see the once people see the roadmap, they will sort of get a rough idea. Yeah.
Gotcha. And just giving everyone a heads up as well. There's a ton of development stuff that has to be done before we can roll out some of these features. So just be patient. Stuff are going to be done, and give us some time, because there's like badges that's coming soon. A ton of events that's going to be in between as well. So just stay patient. It will come. And thanks for all these questions regarding, for example, like marathon mode or any quality of life features. I think these are pretty important, and it will definitely be regarded in the upcoming feature. So stay tuned for those.
If we want to share anything, I think not right after, but after the release of the achievement system, we will actually support the PFP system.
Okay. Tell us more.
So you don't know that?
Tell us more about it. No, tell us more about it. So PFP system, will that be for just the results or anything else that people can use it for?
So at the moment, although Twitter said they're gonna support, display PFP, but it doesn't support a lot of the, the EIPs. But what we're trying to do is that one of the main objectives for more is to add NFT utilities, right? So we will support the user to display their NFT profile pictures in STEPN. So now you have the cat, you have the the unicorn, Dodge, profile pictures in STEPN. Down the track, you'll be able to have your favorite NFT project. Doesn't matter it's DGod or Bored Apes, for example, Azuki. So so that's something that you have to have the PIP in your wallet. Then you can display them.
Oh, awesome. So people with ETH and Solana NFTs, from what I sort of hear. Any other chains or
3 chains.
Okay. Gotcha. No, that's awesome. A bit more customization for everyone, giving everyone your own personalized look. That's great. And definitely something to look forward to, because all of this is actually happening within these 2 months. So keep an eye out for these, because these are the most recent updates that everyone can sort of expect as well. And I think that's quite a lot for STEPN already. So why don't we hop on to a bit more about more?
Yeah. So that is almost sorry to cut in, but that is almost the ideal sort of synergy we create between more and STEPN, where you can generate your profile pictures with like 1 GMT or more, and then you can immediately use it in STEPN. And because it's cost cheap, you can have a multiple of avatars or PFPs that you want to display.
That's great.
Yeah. I see lots of questions being asked in the channel. So can we quickly finish the more part and answer the quick questions from the channel?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Let's leave at least 20 minutes to answer the questions from our user.
Awesome. Yeah. So for more side, let's lightly touch on the new raffle system. So as many of you may know, it's free to join. So if it's not like the usual raffles where you have to buy a ticket, but you pay the cost for the ticket. But in more, there's actually a recent release for this raffle system where people can actually buy a ticket, but actually get refunded if they don't get a prize. So what sort of idea came into mind for this one, and will this be something that's planned for the future, and will this support STEPN collaborations, or will it only be more collaborations?
Okay, so I think it's more like offer great value and to our users that utilize GMT, right? So this is almost like a self-staking that people stake their token for a raffle and then they get refunds. Also, is because what we see with the Launchpad, although that we're going to take months to find good project, and then we say let's do it on Launchpad, and people vote with their GMT, but the interval between each launchpad is quite long. In between, people have nothing to do. And this is the thing that we find not really optimized on Moors, which now we are strapped to resolve. So from now all the way to in the next few months, what we are, our priority is really to get people find things to do on Moor. And this raffle is just one of them, where people will stick some GMT and then they will try to win a ticket, and then they can experience like other product. In this time, the Matrix shooting game. So and it costs almost next to nothing. So I think it's a great way to give our user values and also give them some interesting things to do. So yeah, that's sort of the design objective on this raffle system and the things that we're going to release down the track.
For sure. Yeah, definitely one of a kind, because everyone else in the space is actually doing like paid raffles. So it's basically gambling in a way. But for the FSL ecosystem, we're just trying to leverage GMT, and everyone can actually put their GMT into use and to actually get something back. Of course, it's a chance, but there are different factors affecting it per raffle. So really urging everyone to go check it out on More, because it's already live. There's already a raffle that's ongoing. So go check it out if you haven't already, and put those GMT into use. And on the other hand, there is something that we've recently launched, and we probably want to talk a bit more about it. So,
sure.
GMT.
Yeah.
So
not GMT. Yeah.
No, not GMT. GNT.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah. Tell us more about GNT, because this is probably our first conversation about it since the GNT launch. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah, people thought it was another token, but it stands for Generative NFT Tools. So it is an AI product we've been working on for the past couple months, and it's now I think it's the only one that can do pretty complex AIGC functionalities, and we'll just roll additional versions down the track, and people are starting to see the results being optimized. And the variety also increased. But the reason that we developed GNT is really to tackle the whole NFT marketplace or the NFT utility from a whole new angle. So the will be two sort of versions. One is that we're targeting more on the individual user side, that people can generate like a 1 to 5 NFT collections, and the other one will be targeting to more like crypto founders or project founders, which they can generate up to 1,000 of collections. And then the significance of this is they can use this as an opportunity to really bootstrap their initial users, right? So it's almost like what we did with our Genesis sneakers, right? So if they release like a Genesis NFTs for the early adopters, and they do some sort of early adopter reward down the track once they grow, it will, I think, be a fairly nice way of give NFT a utility. So this is sort of a midterm goal for us, is to get the founders to include an NFT collection when they release a new project, and especially when they are in the early stage, they can use the AIGC to just fast track, have 1,000 NFT, give it away, or roughly away, or through our Fairmint, process, and get early users.
Yeah, definitely a good point on that, which I haven't really thought about as well, because it's not just about the AI concept, because it's actually fast tracking, as you mentioned, fast tracking founders and different projects to actually launch it easier, and it's actually a platform to help founders get stuff out quickly at a relatively lower cost. So it's not like there could be an AI aspect to it as well, but on the other hand, there's Fairmint, which y'all probably may have heard about already. So GNT is the generative NFT tool, but it goes hand in hand with Fairmint. So tell us a bit about Fairmint and what's coming soon about that.
Sure. I think Jerry Republic also chime in on that. He's proposing the Fairmint ideas and.
The Fairmint.
Yes.
Yeah, we it's actually for the commercial use. The Fairmint is something we're gonna release a week later, and with Fairmint you can actually create hundreds of thousands NFTs with one click, and then the collection you created will be sent to the Fairmint, and everyone can check the Fairmint schedule and find your projects and read more details about your project, and can mint your NFT. That function will be live a week later, very soon, and everyone can apply, everyone can try. It's actually very cheap and very cost effective and very efficient for you to create an NFT collection. It's actually, I mean, for the creators, it's better if you have a big dream behind the NFTs. It's not a platform just for you to sell your pictures, but also sell your dream. So it's better if you have a big plan behind it. Yeah, that's pretty much about the Fairmint.
So not just an NFT creation, but a dream creation.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, with GNT, we can actually create the pictures for you only. I just suggest the creators dream bigger.
Yeah. Because with GNT, it's really about imagination. I think a lot of people have tried out like different sort of AI tools, maybe like ChatGPT or other image generation tools, but definitely requires some skill for creating prompts. Like even myself, I'm not that well versed yet. Still trying out a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But definitely have daily credits for everyone to try it out on GNT on more. So go use your daily credits. Yeah, go for it, Yawn. You have something to talk about.
I mean, we particularly designed this tool so that people don't have to learn how to write a good prompt. So I think I explained that somewhere, but I'll just do it quickly again. We designed several AI models. One is particularly targeting to enable user to write simple prompt. Not like when you do the Midjourney and write like a wall of text. You just describe simply of what you want to do, and then they will generate. They will write. We will generate a prompt like properly for you, and then we feed that prompt to the AIGC generator, and then you get the image. That's one thing that we've done differently from any other project out there to really lower the barrier of entry. That's one. And second is we trained particularly for the to start with, right? We train particularly for the Web3 NFT profile pictures. So if you're looking at the GNT, you can actually see some of the blue chips there, and you can generate some sort of blue chip derivatives. But actually, I see people just using the freestyle, But so but we use that sort of to prove a point that we can actually do our own sort of specified NFT or profile picture generations, not just like run out of the mill generic tools that give you like average outcomes. And then we will also progress with additional, as I said, features, and but also keep in mind that we want to keep it like simple and easy to use.
Yeah, definitely. It's really tailored towards everyone to really try it out at the very least, right? Because it's quite a high entry. People are just learning super quickly on a lot of this AI stuff, but the team has created something custom, so you can't really find this anywhere else. That's the thing. Like, you can only find it in GNT, and with a bit of smart customizations on the engine as well, how this AI engine is sort of created. Y'all have a bit more insight from what Jerry and Yawn also said earlier about how GNT, lots of prompts. It's not filled with prompts, but you have different options for it, really catering towards NFT. And I think that's something everyone should really understand, is that there's no other tool out there where we're really building it off just for the NFT community. Like everything is more generic in some way, but all the improvements, all the features that's going to come on GNT is made for the NFT community, whether it be for creation, for distribution, and whatnot. So props to Jerry, Yawn, and the team for really creating something that's unique and really suited for the community. So just a little clap for that one. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, and this is just early stage, right? So we're gonna do a few, I think, new things as we roll out. Yep,
for sure. It's not a one-off thing. There will be updates. So
yeah,
definitely. And I also know there's also something that's coming out later today, from what I hear.
Yes. So today we'll enable the single mint. So one GMT mint NFT. This is something that actually more people will give a try, and the later stage will get the STEPN NFT display, and to make the NFT useful.
Yeah. So try it out today. Later today, if y'all want to try out this single mint, because the other one where you can mint multiple, like even up to a whole collection, will come tentatively in a week. So stay tuned for that as well, which is the sort of first launch of Fair Mint. But this one is treated as like a beta version. Play around with it. Try it out because it's only one GMT. Y'all probably can mint out quite a few with one GMT as well. So is there any sort of limitations for this single item mint today?
Hello? Is that me or Jeremy cutting off?
Yeah, just quickly explain what happened with GNT. A week ago, we just launched the GNT function that everyone can generate one or several pictures with our GNT AI tool. But the picture is off trend. with just a picture. Just you can take a look and you can download. You can share with your Twitter account. But today, actually, you can send the images on chain. Then it will be a real NFT for you to use. Then the NFT will be sent to your wallet directly. And so until today, we released the stage 2 updates for the GNT. You can now actually generate a NFT now. So a week later, the stage 3 update will be for commercial use. As I said, you can create hundreds or thousands NFTs for you, and with one click, we will upload all the images for you on chain, and you can sell. You can send to your followers whatever you want to do with those NFTs.
Awesome. Yeah. So stay tuned for a few key dates. Remember, today we're gonna have something for a single item mint later today, and for next week we're gonna have the commercial launch of Fair Mints, and obviously some events that's gonna go hand in hand with it. But y'all can probably wait for that one as well. And remember to join the More Discord if you haven't already. a little shout out for the More Discord as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it that we've covered through the agenda today. Lots of updates for STEPN, for More as well, and we're gonna hop on to a few questions that have been typed out in the chat or anywhere else. And let's go through some of these specific questions from everyone. So
yeah, before we jump into the questions, I just want to quickly answer one question from the channel. People said we only reward Genesis sneaker holders as our loyal user. It's not true. I think everyone here are our loyal users, especially those people who are jogging every day. No matter if you hold Genesis sneakers or not, we will, think about it. Don't worry.
Yeah, and there's no playing favorites. If you're supporting STEPN, STEPN is trying their best to also support you. I think it's something that goes hand in hand, definitely. And so I think first off, let's go through some of the more easier questions, sort of. Lots of people asking about roadmap. So any plans for publishing an official roadmap for STEPN?
Yeah, we are just finalizing on the designs. The roadmap has been already decided, but the one thing that we're trying to do is that now we are year 2, right? So we still want to retain the first year's roadmap while integrating the second year. It's just a bit of the visual thing that we're working on. We're trying to get it out in April.
In April, gotcha. So just keep in mind there is a lot of stuff that's going to be on the roadmap. So give the team some time to really work on it and make it the best that it can be. Okay. And a lot of people asking about gems as well. So especially with different tiers or use cases, is there any improvements for the gem system that's going to come in play?
I think we did a lot of thinkings when we rolled out the gem system, and I think currently we are happy with the design. I mean, this is the thing that with scheme design, if you change one thing, the other thing probably going to be changed. So if gem has been modified or amended, then the whole other thing is also going to change as well. So at the moment, we don't have any plan to change the gem system. We did change the mystery box system. Taking from the community recommendation, we changed it from 6 levels or 6 qualities to 10. So, but the gem is already pretty have a pretty structured tier. So it's no point of giving even higher tiers. So yeah, we're gonna maintain the gem.
Gotcha. So just keep in mind, I think just because I sort of know it's like a recurring question as well, like it's something that the team already has an eye on, and if we really feel like there's something good and we like to improve on it as well, there will be actions taken. So nothing is really left behind. As I know, like Gilgamesh is also working hard on delivering all these questions, comments, or concerns to the team as well. So give the team some time. Definitely takes time to build because there are there are not a lot of builders in the space, and I would say confidently STEPN is definitely one, which is working hard to build and making the best product out there. So give us some time for improvements, refinements. A little bit of patience will also be appreciated for that part. And I think there's also a question about inventory, UX. So are there any plans on improving that one where people can see how many slots are left, maybe the amount of gems or the shoot?
Actually, I briefly talked with the dev team. They are because with inventory, it's almost like the marketplace, right? So doing modifications is something that we will not take lightly. We'll actually take that very seriously because it's actually involved modify something that will display users' asset, right? So we don't want to make any mistakes. So that part will be more like a long shot because this is where again if change inventories, a lot of things has to be also changed. We want to roll out some I think essential features and then fill the gap of a few like recommendation that we think is very useful, and then we'll come back to this.
Gotcha. And special question for both of you, actually. Just wanted to ask, hope you guys are doing okay. And best of luck. Keep doing what you do. Apparently that's a question. And really
are you doing okay?
Of course.
I think I love it how this sort of live chat is split into very supportive comments and very good questions as well. So definitely have both of those, and keep in mind the community is very supportive of both of you. So, and also the team. So keep up what you're doing, and I think that's definitely something where everyone will see the efforts that are put into the game. Maybe there's a lot of ask, but everyone knows like it has to come in time, and don't push yourself too hard because it's definitely a long journey instead of a short sprint, let's say. And
just want to adjust that we've already opened the more exclusive Discord server. If you want to check more about our NFT marketplace more or the GNT AI tool, you can go to our more server. And next time we may talk about more details of more in that server Discord AMA. Maybe could be.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, join the more Discord if you want more updates on more, because I think we only covered 10 to 15 minutes of more updates for today. So hopefully we can get a bit more focused STEPN updates on STEPN Discord and Twitter, and then we'll have more updates on more Twitter and more Discord as well, definitely. And actually, this question has come up a few times on my radar as well. Is there anything for the panda skin?
I answered that actually several times. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with all the skins. The panda skin would be the marketing event. So it would be like any other special skins. So particularly, were people asking that we're gonna give the panda skin some certain perks, or?
I mean, if it's just a skin, it's just a skin, right?
Maybe we're not gonna say like 100% no. But this is the thing that if you allow panda skin, you say, oh, what about other skins? So
yeah,
we have to plan this, right? So if you're gonna give something to panda skin, we have to also have plans for other skins as well. So this is what I'm saying, that we're looking at doing things holistically.
Yeah, because not trying to play favorites. I know it's just because it's the most recent skin. I think people are asking about it, but definitely for all skins, just keep in mind it's something that could be further than a cosmetic, but there's no guarantees over there. As per the same as a lot of games out there as well. Like if you play any other game, if the skins are just skins, it's just better looks, customizations, cosmetics, and whatnot. But if there's something extra, definitely have that in mind for all of the skins. So I guess stay patient for that one, because definitely not something short term, but could be something in the future. Also, I just wanted to clarify, I don't know about any of this, so don't keep my word on that one. And actually, there's also another good question. Is it possible to increase the inventory of gems to be unlimited?
Yeah, this is the thing, that increasing inventories require us to modify almost the rudimentary aspect of the ad. So going back to the previous question would be that we have to really assess if this will be feasible. And also like risk-free to all the users. We don't want to touch it and then people say, oh, what happened with my asset disappeared, and causing panics. So this is something that a bit of a long shot, and we will probably revise this I would say later, maybe after Q2 or Q3 ish, because we are pretty tight with all the updates we're gonna roll out.
Yeah, reasonable, definitely reasonable. And a few questions for the marketplace, because a lot of people are actually using the marketplace, but feel like there are some features that could be implemented to really improve the marketplace. So I have two with me right now. So the first one, will there be any plans to implement something like a lock or like a favorite sort of function for gems, sneakers, scrolls, anything on the marketplace? And I'll sort of prevent people from accidentally, putting their higher level items on sale.
We do have a system where if you're listing anything above below the market price, there will be a prompt saying that you're sure. And also we're gonna roll out another optimization where that people will have like an error message when they are buying their own sneakers. So that is two things that we actually roll out, but it's very difficult because if you want to, this is the thing that it sounds easy, but then it's actually adding another sort of a layer of user journeys when they are listing sneakers. So if we can resolve this from other ways, we don't want to introduce like new rules and stuff, right? So so that is sort of the way we think how to roll out new features. Otherwise it will be like a very sort of convoluted very soon. We were really restrictive like new things we introduce.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think just correct me if I'm wrong for any of this, but if the problem for a lot of this stuff is actually based on the inventory. So we've covered a lot of questions about like if we can clear up the inventory easier, to really increase the inventory size, and a lot of stuff that's related to the inventory. I think it's pretty much summarized in one big answer where it really takes time to change up the current model of it and to put it in place to migrate everything from the previous model into the new model as well. So
Yeah.
I think that pretty much answers all the questions related to inventory stuff, I think. So
Yeah,
for everyone who go for it.
Sorry. People are asking for like a marketplace change, and I think for a good half years before we actually, update the marketplace where people can log in without login to check the prices, and with the filters as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that requires a larger and more well planned out plan. But yeah, it can't really come out in like a day or two for any sort of these inventory related features. So definitely in the radar, but not something that can be delivered like in the near future, I'd say. It'll have to be something maybe that requires a bigger revamp of the marketplace or inventory. And yeah, stay tuned for that. It will come, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely, it will come. But just keep in mind, it will take quite a bit of time with all these upcoming features as well. So, yeah, and I see. I see that there are a lot of questions about sneakers having other benefits as well. I know this might be a bit of a harder one to really promise or tease about, but will there be any sort of further benefits of, per se, OG sneakers?
Ooh, OG. How about Jerry answer this question? I leave all the hard questions there.
I actually answered several times before. I said OG sneakers are the perks of the Genesis sneakers. So it is born as a gift. So how can we give the gift another gift? I mean, maybe we can do something in the future, maybe, but nothing we can promise now.
I mean, just pure speculation on my end because I'm not sure about this one. So, what if there are different badges or achievements or owning different types of sneakers? Maybe that could be a thing. But obviously, I haven't really looked through the badge system thoroughly, and I can't really guarantee that one. So I'm just saying, like, it's a lot about collections as well, because keep in mind it's a game, but it's also NFT, and there are a lot of stuff that you can collect within the game as well. So you got like OG different skins, different types of sneakers, and gems, whatnot.
At least you own the copyright of your skin, and maybe you can print out this, using the 3D printer in the real life. And
exactly. Because it's more about like really zooming out and looking at the whole game. It's not just about certain sneakers, not just about certain features that makes up the game, right? Skins, different customizations, and everything else really builds up the whole thing. So I would say no need to zoom in too hard on different sort of benefits for skins or for different types of sneakers.
Yeah.
And I think I'll sort of repeat this one because I think it's pretty important as well, and something that's good to have, like a notification system for like maybe sneaker update is completed, or maybe like sneaker is sold, energy is filled. Different types of
that's something we can improve later on.
Gotcha. And yeah, I think we've pretty much covered the agenda plus a lot of questions from the community. Shout out to everyone who's typed out like tens of questions. You know, I've gone through like at least half of those, more than half of those as well. So hope that gives a bit more clarity to what's currently being worked on for STEPN and more what's coming soon, whether it be events, in-game features, and etc. And also a bit more, I think I used this word already, but whatever, a bit more clarity on the roadmap, like giving everyone a better picture of what's going to happen and what's the vision behind STEPN and more. Because I think it's really important for Jerry and Yawn to really portray what the motive is behind for any of these features. And this AMA, any future ones as well, really gives everyone a bit of clarity on, you know, how this game is built, what's happening behind the scenes, and what's going to come, and really reflecting on the game and the development of it. So big shout out to Jerry, Yawn, and the team behind STEPN. I think definitely doing a great job for really pushing out these updates, new features, different improvements, optimizations, etc. Also giving a lot of utility to the token, for example, with the raffles, and a lot of stuff that's happening in the ecosystem. So I think big round of applause, even though I know
Hey,
it's in Twitter space, but you know, big round of applause for everyone.
Yeah.
And
Weezy?
great job.
Can you hear me? Weezy? Excuse me?
Yes.
Yeah. So before we end today's AMA, I think people are coming to ask us questions. Can you quickly pick another 10 questions? Yeah, we just quickly answer it. Maybe just 1 minute for each. Then I think another 10 questions. Yeah. Just quickly
You want
ask and Yawn and I will quickly answer it. Yeah, don't worry. I don't want
like
to
about YouTube. Questions about YouTube.
No, I mean question. Any question from the channel, you can just doesn't really matter. No matter how tough the question is, don't worry.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, you can ask
I'll literally go down the list on new messages on my screen. When will be the buyback from the team?
Okay, Jerry.
We actually we're going to do it very soon, and you can check from our white paper for the details.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so they will be so the address already disclosed in the white paper.
Yeah,
and it will be coming from there. So people just need to pay attention to it.
Yep. Everything's on campus. It's quite easy to discover all the details.
Okay. Did you increase the drop rate of resilience in mystery bosses?
No.
No, of course, no. We didn't change anything for a long time.
Okay. When will Shaken be deployed?
I can't. No.
I think. Yeah. I mean, okay. Give a ballpark, right? So once we are satisfied with more, right? So we want to build a leading product in this space before we move on to the next one. We don't want to just leave a trail of mess behind, right? We want to build great product. More is still in the infancy stage. We need to roll out more product features and be focused.
Gotcha. Will it be possible later to form our own teams on STEPN? So like maybe guilds or Discord communities, etc.
I'm actually okay. It is a good idea, and this good idea is being contemplating by the team to be utilized in different ways. But definitely is a good idea. and definitely that we are looking to this.
Okay, gotcha. Any further? I'll sort of rephrase the question. Will there be considerations for layer 2 implementation for door?
Layer 2. Yeah,
layer 2. Nothing is impossible. We're going to integrate more layer 1 chains for more. Layer 2 maybe. Yeah. So
no, Jerry. His question is regarding to door, right? So it's about the
door.
To door. Sorry, door. Nothing in the pipeline. I mean, layer 2 chain integration. Nothing in the pipeline.
Ability to change the socket type and quality.
I think that it is planned a long time ago, and we actually already developed the system, and then we found it's too complex for people to understand. Then we just hold the update till now. So that's what happened.
Okay.
And we may not update this one. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Gotcha. Last 2 questions. The percentages for different game mechanics. Will there be any sort of modifications or tweaking for balance? So let's say from time to time, tweaking the percentage for dropping scrolls, for example.
Everything we disclosed on the white paper will be firmly, designed and will not be changed. And the rest of them, we may change some of the stats, some of the system setting to make the whole system more balanced.
Gotcha. And last but not least, will there be more Genesis sneakers coming soon?
The number of Genesis sneakers is fixed, so we're not going to increase it.
Oh, are there going to be more that's coming soon with maybe different collaborations?
We only have that much of Genesis sneakers, and we only have that much that we can give away. So actually, the further we go down the path, I think the more strict we're going to be on Genesis sneakers giveaway for all collaborations. Yes.
So there will be some, but
yes. There will be, and we will want to have high quality. Actually, people will find out very soon. We'll have high quality Genesis collaborations.
Teaser? Hello?
Yeah.
All right, that's a leak for the books. Something coming soon for sneakers, Genesis sneaker. All right. All right. I think I've covered around 10.
Thank you.
I think I don't know how much, but yeah. Thanks for coming on, Jerry and Yawn. Really appreciate it, even though it's an hour or so. But definitely know that you two and the team is working very hard behind the scenes, and really appreciate this time to go through a lot of community questions, updates, and such for all the FSL products. So big props, once again, big props for both of you, and thanks for joining in today from everyone from the audience. Definitely appreciate everyone's support, and hope you all have a great day and come back for our next town hall or any sort of AMA in the future.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Next month.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Have a great day.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Great week. And thank you, everyone. Bye.
Okay. See you.